Okay, time to make a chili lime chicken sandwich here on Dave's Cooking Show. First thing we need to do is get a spice rub for our chicken. What we have here in the bowl is a tablespoon of celery flakes, a tablespoon of kosher salt, a tablespoon of paprika, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of thyme, 2 teaspoons of sage, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of dried rosemary, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne. And then you just mix all that around. All right. All right, as you can see here, we've got our chicken ready to go. Removed anything that might be in the cavity. And then I took some paper towels and patted the entire bird dry. And now it's just adding a liberal amount of seasoning until pretty much every square centimeter of the bird is coated. Looking for something about like that. Then we want to basically take this bird outside and put it on a 225 smoker until the bird reaches 165 internally. I cannot remember how long it took. About 4 hours on the smoker till it hit that temp. All right, let's make the sauce. All right, let's get to work on the barbecue sauce. First thing we want to do is add 2 cups of ketchup. By the way, you want to start this on a fairly low heat. So 2 cups of ketchup. Then you want to add a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And then you want to add 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Or Worcestershire. Can anybody actually pronounce that correctly? Anyway, 3 tablespoons of that. And give this a little whisk. Again, I kind of like doing this stuff in stages sometimes. So give this a whisk, let this get incorporated. Then you want 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I guesstimated and just put the juice of 1 whole lime in this sauce. It turned out really well. The lime was not overpowering, but it was present. And now I added the dry ingredients, which was a tablespoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of ground mustard, a half a teaspoon of turmeric, and then at some point I added a few dots of Tabasco in this. If you want this to be a little more spicy, obviously add a bit more Tabasco sauce. So what you want to do is then you want to crank on the heat, or crank up the heat to about medium high. You want to basically, where this will really, starts to bubble with some consistency, jack the heat down to low, and then you kind of just want to simmer, cook, whatever, for about 10 minutes. Then take it off the heat completely, let it cool, and transfer to a condiment bottle. Okay, so in a pan with a little bit of veggie oil in it, over about medium heat, you want to take some of that shredded chicken that we smoked up, and you want to shred it and place it in this here pan. And you just basically, because you got to let the chicken cool a little to shred it, so this is kind of reheating it. And then you want to take that chili lime barbecue sauce we made and drizzle that all in there. And just want to take your spoon and make sure the chicken is evenly coated. And then just give it about a minute to come up to temp. All right, next step. Okay, we got some onion buns here. I'm just separating them, and then I'm just gonna pop them into a, I think, 350 degree oven for a couple of minutes, just to just to start toasting them up a little bit. Okay. As you can see, the buns have been lightly toasted because they're going to go back in the oven, so you don't want to go crazy. And then you want to start ladling some of our shredded chili lime barbecue chicken onto the bottom bun. Again, this isn't like ketchup, so I'm not too worried about, and that's also why I pre-toasted them. I'm not too worried about the bottom bun becoming soggy or anything like that. All right, now it's time to add some Swiss to our chicken and to the other bun. And then you want to pop this in the oven, and you just want to bake it until the cheese is kind of melted. I think it only took me like 5 minutes. So, and as you can see here, the cheese is melted. 5 minutes has passed. All right, let's move on to final assembly. Alrighty, last thing we got to do, squirt some more of that wonderful chili lime barbecue sauce on top of the chicken bun. And then, just because every sandwich needs it, some pickles. And that's really it. A chili lime chicken sandwich. Done.